Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another off-season rebuild as of today. And today is going to be one of the teams that I think did amazing in the draft. It's going to be a Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner Orlando Magic rebuild. Of course, Jalen Suggs, he wasn't it was very shocking that he dropped to 4. But another solid pickup was Franz Wagner. As an Illinois fan, I've watched Franz Wagner, this entire year pretty much, and he's an absolute bucket. He's a very good basketball player, and I do think that he'll help elevate the Orlando Magic to that next level when it comes to, providing that wing scoring. He can also play some defense. Not like he's, the best defender, but he definitely can work on it, especially with his size and his skill set. So, love the picks that the Orlando Magic had. Obviously, they weren't going to pass up on Jalen Suggs, and they have a tremendous future with the guards of Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, Jalen Suggs, and RJ Hampton. So just absolutely, sorry about that. So just absolutely tremendous future. So we'll hop straight into it. I don't think I'm going to offer back the Dwayne Bacon team option. I know it's only $1 million, almost 2, but just not something I'm going to do. And honestly, I'm not going to extend the qualifying to either of those guys. So we'll go to the moratorium. I'm not bringing back Otto Porter, not in any stretch of the imagination. I could bring back James Ennis. Let me take a look at the roster just super quick. So we do have, Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Carter Williams, and Markelle Fultz. We have Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, Terrence Ross, and Franz Wagner. So we could, I'm going to change the injuries, by the way. It was just something with the 2K scenario that I had downloaded, but I will definitely change that back. So we could technically, just because, I know Terrence Ross has 2 more years left on his contract, but I'm probably going to look to trade him just so that way we can get just a little bit more, just so that way we can get some more minutes to Franz Wagner, just so that way maybe we could use a guy like James Ennis back. So yeah, we'll go ahead and offer him a contract. Nothing crazy. I think I'll offer him a 2-year deal, $3.5 million. He should accept that. I don't think. Okay, yeah, and he does. So that's perfectly fine with me. So we'll go through moratorium here. We don't really have a whole lot of money, mostly because of Terrence Ross. So I am going to look to move him right now. It's not going to be anything crazy. I know not very many people are going to take on Terrence Ross's contract, but if there is a team that needs like a scoring wing player, I could definitely get behind something like that. So the Bucks are interesting. Obviously, they just won a championship, but they could definitely use a guy like Terrence Ross. I know they have Pat Connaughton and stuff like that, but maybe the Bulls, I could definitely see the Bulls doing this, as much as I hate to say it, but I won't do that one. The Celtics, they just got Josh Richardson, so odds are they're not going to take that. The Cavs are definitely an interesting one, but his contract is pretty big, so we would be just swapping bad contracts. The Knicks, I could see Terrence Ross on the Knicks. I could definitely see him on the Lakers. The Lakers need a lot right now, and so adding some scoring could definitely help. Yeah, we'll give him to the Lakers. I think that the Lakers, that could potentially be a landing spot for him, since they got rid of KCP, since they got rid of all of their bench depth. I could definitely see him going to a team like the Lakers. So I know it's not super realistic. It's very debatable, but that's just kind of what I'm going to do. So we're not going to make any other moves. We're just going to go to player progression here. So Wendell Carter Jr. does get better. Mo Bamba gets better. Cole Anthony gets better. So just lots of green all the way across the board. So I'm going to go take away those guys' injuries, and I'll be back. So yeah, I do think that that's weird that they did end up getting injured still, because injuries have been turned off for pretty much this entire time. So that is kind of weird to me, but whatever. So we'll go to training camps here. We have a lot of guys that we could spend training camps on. I don't really know what would be the best option here. Apparently Mo Bamba has the best potential right now, which could possibly be true. I think I'm going to send it to Cole Anthony, though. We all know Cole Anthony's a bucket in this game. And I think we're going to send it to Suggs just because we did just draft Suggs. So that's going to kind of be 2 of our guards for the future. So let's go ahead and go here to the game plan here. So we have, excuse me. So we have Cole Anthony, we have Gary Harris, James Ennis, Jonathan Isaac, and Wendell Carter Jr. So not a whole lot of moves yet. We still have Chuma Okeke here. We still have Markelle Fultz here. We still have Jalen Suggs and RJ Hampton. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to play Michael Carter Williams. I just don't think he's a part of the future here. I do think Franz Wagner has a pretty good shot. I think I'm going to actually move Franz Wagner to the starting position. Just for the fact that, wait, let's see. So he was down to 10 minutes. So I guess we'll give James Ennis 10 minutes. I know we just re-signed him, but I feel like that would probably be the best option. And I think since we just took Jalen Suggs at 5, obviously you're not going to draft a guy at 5 if you don't foresee him being a crucial part to the future. So let's go ahead and honestly, let's change Jalen Suggs' position to shooting guard. He does stay the same overall, but honestly, that's fine with me. So we'll go ahead and start him. And like I said, we'll move this down to about 10 minutes. We'll move him to Michael Carter Williams' spot. Move Franz Wagner up to right there. And then we'll just extend those minutes out. So this is our rotation for now. I think, let's see, because I don't want to play Gary Harris and RJ Hampton for the mere fact that, okay, so we're not going to play Gary Harris because we're not going to bring him back next year more than likely. So we'll go ahead and cut him out of the rotation. So we'll have the CPU build the rotations. We'll cut down to 10-man rotation. We will swap James Ennis and Franz Wagner, and then swap Franz Wagner and Gary Harris, cut Gary Harris out of the rotation, and I think this is pretty much what we're going to do because we're going to have our backup point guard, backup shooting guard, backup small forward, backup power forward, and backup center. So I like our squad. It's just going to take time to develop. Obviously, Franz Wagner, he is going to be the one that takes the longest to develop. But what I'm going to do here really quick is I'm going to change the shot tendencies of some of these guys. I actually got a comment of something like that from from someone on one of my other videos. So thank you for that. I didn't honestly think to do that. So I do think Wendell Carter Jr. as, one of the oldest guys on the team, as crazy as that is to say at age 22, I do think that he has a pretty big role in this team, so we'll bump him up to 70. Jonathan Isaac, he never really shoots it, but we'll move it up to 75 anyway. Mo Bamba will move up to about 60. Cole Anthony's our bucket getter. He's our point guard of the future. We'll move him up to 85. Chuma Okeke definitely has a spot on the team. I just don't know how much of a piece he's going to be. Markelle Fultz is going to be our bucket getter off the bench. Jalen Suggs is going to be an absolutely huge piece to this team. We're moving him up to an 85. James Ennis is going to be more of a 3-and-D type guy for us. So we're going to just move him up to 55. And then Gary Harris isn't part of the rotation, but RJ Hampton is. So we'll move him up to, honestly, we'll just move him up to 70. He'll be off the bench anyway. But Franz Wagner, like I said, he's a tremendous scorer, absolutely tremendous scorer, coming out of, Michigan. That's what I thought. Couldn't remember if it was Michigan or Iowa. But, so, Franz Wagner coming out of Michigan, so he is an absolute bucket getter. So, trust me when I say that. So, he's going to be a huge piece of the puzzle. So, honestly, I like our rotation. We're just going to sim till the end of the year, see what we have. Hopefully, we don't make playoffs. That's what I don't want to make playoffs, but I want to be just outside of it, so I know we have a good shot in the future. So, I'll see you guys at the end of the year. So, I got my wish of not making the playoffs. We were extremely close, though, to be honest. I mean, 11th in the conference, number 16 in the power rankings is really, really solid. So, a lot of promise for this team. I'm really happy with it. Giannis wins MVP. Cade Cunningham Rookie of the Year. Thad Young wins 6th Man of the Year for the Bulls. No shot. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved goes to LaMelo Ball. Gianni Bryant wins Coach of the Year, and Christopher Bell. So same organization there. So let's go ahead and take a look. I doubt we're going to have anyone, but I would love to see it. So defensive teams, Jonathan Isaac is there, no questions. And rookie teams, so Jalen Suggs made All-Rookie First Team, and Franz Wagner, all-rookie second team. We love to see that, especially since Franz was only a 74 overall. So let's take a look at stats real quick. So Cole Anthony, 16 points a game. I do think that might be a little bit of a down. Yeah, so he was at 20 points per game at one point. But to be fair, we did add some more scoring here with Jalen Suggs. We did add some more scoring with Franz Wagner. So, you know, all that good stuff. I don't know why their point totals are so low. Let me look at the league leaders and see, was there a stupid rule change? Absolutely not, because there was people averaging 30 points per game. So we were just a very solid team, I guess. So, and like a very well-rounded team. So I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. But, so we'll go ahead and take a look at our stats one more time. So Franz Wagner, you know, 11 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists on 40% from the field, 30% from three, 87% from the line. Very solid numbers. So I can't even be mad about something like that. James Ennis, our last guy on the bench, you know, his per 36 was about 14 points per game. You really can't argue with that. Very efficient shooting, 45 and 39. So solid. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any reason to change anything right now. Maybe we could look to sign someone big in the offseason. But for right now, I think that we're going to be, you know, pretty solid. So the Celtics actually take the Pelicans to 7, and they do, and Jason Tatum is your Finals MVP. Let's go ahead and take a look at league meetings here. Make sure, oh my God. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so all the league meetings were, you know, canceled off, so we're fine there. We'll go to the draft lottery here. We should have a very mid-level pick, so it looks like we have 12. We have, is that it? Yeah, so I guess we just have pick 12. I will probably make a selection there. So for the staff signing, I think I'm going to sign. I want to sign a new assistant coach. I just don't know who would really want to be an assistant coach. I don't think that there would be very many people. So, would Mark want to be here? No. So I guess we can try to sign this guy. He doesn't have the best ratings, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's a little bit better than nothing. For the trainer, I do want to go ahead and fire Sean Lee and sign Sean Navarro. So they both end up signing, and then for that, it doesn't even really matter. So fine, we didn't want you here anyway. We'll take D trades. We'll go here. That's fine. Okay, and he does end up signing. So we'll go to the draft. I think I will select someone with 12. I just want to make sure. So will we have to re-sign Wendell? Probably. Yeah, we'll have to re-sign Wendell. But other than that, I think we should be good. I just want to double check, make sure. So Jonathan Isaac is locked up. Markel's locked up. Mo Bamba will have to re-sign next year. But Suggs, Wagner is locked up. James Ennis will have to re-sign if we want him. Cole Anthony's locked up. Chuma is locked up. RJ Hampton's locked up. So the only person we'll really have to re-sign this year is just Wendell Carter Jr. Maybe we could look to get a better center. I don't think we'll find one at 12, but I mean, we might as well look. Maybe we could draft a backup small forward now, since yeah, maybe we could draft a backup small forward due to the fact that we would have to re-sign James Ennis, and I don't really want to do that. So what do we got here? All-star. His ceiling is Kevin Durant, so definitely solid there. Yeah, we'll take a shot on him. So we'll send him to the end here. We'll go to the rookie signings. I want to bring in Billy, and for the team options, we're going to accept all of those. Qualifying offers, we'll extend it to Wendell. I don't know if he'll end up taking it or not, but we'll extend it to him. We'll have bird rights on Wendell Carter Jr., so we'll go ahead and offer him a contract. I would like to bring him back, and he does accept it. So we'll skip through moratorium here, and let's see how much money we have. So we actually have like $35 million. I don't know if it would be a good idea to bring anyone in with such a young core, but I wouldn't be opposed. I wouldn't be opposed at all. but I just don't really know what we would need. I think we just need more time to let our guys develop. I don't really think that there needs to be a move made right now. Maybe we could get a guy like Zach LaVine. Obviously, a lot of bias there, but we could get. I could see Zach LaVine, you know, coming here, and then we would have at the small forward position. Oh, but we just drafted this guy too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll just run it back. Maybe we'll just run it back. I think our team is solid. It just needs some more time to develop. So, yeah, we'll just run it back. So we will we'll save our money for whenever we have to re-sign some of our younger pieces, and we'll just go to player progression for now. So Jonathan Isaac does go up to an 85. Wendell up to an 85. Cole Anthony up to an 83. Mo Bamba up to an 82. Jalen Suggs goes up 6 to an 82. That's crazy. Markel's up to an 81 now. Chuma's up to an 80. So we have a very solid roster here. RJ Hampton up to a 78. And did we end up... Okay, so James Ennis we have for one more year, and then after that he's done. So Franz actually stayed the same, which is very shocking to me. I thought for sure he would at least go up some. But, oh well, I guess. So we'll go to the training camps. We should have 3 now, just because we signed that new trainer. So let's go ahead and send Untapped Potential to... I don't really know. I guess we could send it to... Well, I want to send it to Cole Anthony for sure. And then we'll send it to Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner, just because those are kind of the guys for... they are kind of the guys for the video. I don't know why Franz isn't getting any better when it comes to potential. That makes me kind of upset, to be honest. So maybe we'll have to try to look to play that Billy guy into a bigger role, but I don't really know. So the lineup's pretty much going to look the same. Cole Anthony, Suggs. We're going to move Franz Wagner here instead of James Ennis. We're going to play James Ennis about 9-10 minutes a night. Get Franz Wagner those minutes. Then we'll have Isaac Carter Jr., Mo Bamba, Markel Fultz, Chuma Okeke, RJ Hampton, and then James Ennis. So I guess we could try to look to play Rollins instead. We will be taking, you know, a little bit of an overall cut whenever we drop down to Billy Rollins, but I mean his ceiling is Kevin Durant. So I mean, you know, let's take a look at his potential real quick. So it's a B, so like up to an 85, I guess. So not terrible, but definitely I don't think that's Kevin Durant style, but hey, what do I know? So we're just going to sim till the end of the year. Maybe we can make playoffs this year. I would love to see us at least make playoffs. I'm going to check shot tendencies one more time, make sure that everything looks fine. So shot tendencies, Jonathan Isaacs needs to go back up to an 80. I would like Wendell's to be up to an 80 as well. Cole Anthony, 85, perfectly fine. Mo Bamba can get up to a 65. Suggs at a 90 is probably realistic. You know, Markel Fultz up to an 80, fine. Chuma can go up to a 65. RJ up to a 65 or 75, I mean. And then James Ennis isn't going to get any minutes, so it doesn't matter. Franz can go up to an 80. And then Billy, I want you every time you come out just to be firing the ball. That's what I want. Just absolutely shoot it every time you get it. You know, that's what I want out of you, just to see if you truly can be Kevin Durant one day. But anyway, it's just all jokes. So I will go ahead and simulate the regular season. I'll see you guys there. So I guess we should have taken a shot at Zach LaVine because we were way worse than we were last year. You know, we were 21st in the power rankings, which I think we were last year like 16th or something. But we finished the same in the conference. Joel Embiid, MVP, Rookie of the Year, Frankie Bosch. Interesting name. Fred VanVleet, 6th Man of the Year. Ben Simmons, Defensive Player of the Year. Shea, Most Improved, up to 24 points per game in a Cavs jersey. Very, very interesting. Mike Malone, Coach of the Year, and Kyle Harper, Executive of the Year. So, I doubt we'll have anybody, but we might as well look. Isaac for first team, and do we have anybody? So, Billy Rollins, all rookie first team. So, he actually, you know, 5 points. So, his per 36 was about 18.5 points per game. So, honestly, not too shabby. Not too shabby. So, points per game here. Gosh, we're just taking hits after hits after hits. I mean, we are a very well-rounded team, but I expected at least one person to be in the 20s, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we do need like a true superstar. Maybe that's where our issue lies. So, Golden State Warriors win the NBA championship with Steph Curry, your Finals MVP. No shocker there. So we'll go to the league meetings here. Make sure that everything is rejected, which now it is. We'll go to the draft lottery. We'll skip through it. We should have. So we have the 10th pick. We have the 24th pick of the first round, so you'll love to see that. Staff signings were all good. So I think I'm gonna make a trade on draft night. I think I am. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. So the only players that we can really bring in or trade away are gonna be Markelle Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, and Billy Rollins. I guess I could look to trade Billy Rollins for maybe a starting small forward. Okay, so there's absolutely nothing. Cool. What about something like this? Nope, we would just get Lauri Markkanen, and I definitely don't want that. So that does kind of stink. He's just not making very much money, so I think that that's kind of the issue here. So I don't know. I think we'll just go ahead and send him to the end here. We'll just take whoever we have. Reginald Stewart, yeah, we can let him go, and same with this guy. I really don't care. I think our team's pretty well off for now. I don't really foresee why we would make very many changes. It's just I think that we need to make one really big move. So I think that this is going to be the year to do it for sure. So Mo Bamba, I know he had a qualifying, so we'll definitely get him. Yeah, so we'll definitely get him back on the qualifying window. We will have to actually re-sign this year, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll skip through moratorium now. And okay, so now this is big because I think we need a player that's going to be able to put up really good numbers. So Colin Sexton would be interesting, but then we wouldn't be able to play Cole Anthony, and Cole Anthony usually puts up good numbers. It must have been a bad sim for him or something. So I guess we could look at a guy like Tyler Hero. He does put up, some very solid numbers, but he's restricted. So maybe we could look to make a trade. What can we do here? So what if we did? So we have Franz, obviously, who's not terrible, but I just would prefer him to be a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and offer him in a first. What all can we get? Could we get we just need that one superstar that's going to be able to put us over the top. Is pretty much what it's coming down to. Scotty Barnes is interesting, but I don't think I'm going to do that just because we saw how that went in the Raptors rebuild. So what if we did Franz, a first, and someone that's making a little bit of money? We could do. I don't want to give up Isaac though. I mean, he's not playing the best, but his defensive numbers are just always so good. And I don't want to give up Jalen Suggs, of course. He's who the rebuild's about. So could we do? Is there anybody down here making any money? Not really. Nope. Wow. Could we do a? Maybe we could do a sign and trade. Maybe we could do a sign and trade. Let's try to get. We'd have to offer someone for 15 mil. Not really any good options here. Maybe we could do Kyle Anderson. Could we offer Kyle Anderson a contract? We'll offer it to him, see if he accepts. I doubt it, but if he does, then we could use him in a sign and trade. He actually does. That's crazy. So we'll go ahead and try to do a sign and trade there with Kyle Anderson, who we just brought in. So we'll do Kyle Anderson. We'll do Franz Wagner in a first. What can we get for this package? I think it's a pretty solid package. Chris Middleton would actually be very solid. How's Patrick Williams doing? Let's see. So just 11, so it would just kind of be a wash there. Chris Middleton might be the guy. He's putting up close to 20 points per game. We'll move him to small forward. His overall will go up too. Gary Trent's interesting, but he's just not putting up those numbers for me either. Jalen Johnson if I was playing for the future, but I'm playing for right now. So yeah, let's get Chris Middleton here. We'll go ahead and move Chris Middleton to the small forward spot. He's immediately the best player on the roster, and we'll just go to player progression because we're obviously not going to have any money. And this is the year. This is going to be the last year of the sim, of course. So I mean, all of our players see green, besides for this guy, but we just traded for him. He wasn't going to play anyway. So a lot of green, a lot of really good talent here. So we'll go to the training camps. We'll auto-generate the rookies, of course, and we'll send untapped potential to, I guess we'll send it to Cole Anthony, get him up to an A+. Hopefully it can make him, you know, play a little bit better. Jalen Suggs, and we'll go to this guy, see if he can get up to that Kevin Durant level. Advance to the next season here, go to the game plan, and this is how we're going to run it. This is going to be our one shot to win. We're a very, very solid, very deep team. If we don't win it this year, I don't really foresee us going to be able to win it because next year we're going to have to re-sign Chris Middleton, we're going to have to re-sign Fultz, we're going to have to re-sign Bamba, Anthony, Okeke, RJ Hampton, and there's just no shot we're going to be able to do all that. So this is going to be the year. If we don't end up winning it this year, and of course this is the last year of the sim anyway, or of the rebuild, so, but I'll sim till the end of the year. I'll see you guys there. Unfortunately, we had a huge losing streak at the end of the year. We ended up being 4th in the power rankings, 4th in the conference as well. Luka Doncic wins MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Brandon Whitney. Jalen Smith wins 6th man of the year. There's our man Jonathan Isaac, defensive player of the year. Most improved goes to James Wiseman. Coach of the year Chris Finch, and Jacob Park wins executive of the year. So we'll go ahead and take a look here. I doubt we'll have anybody, maybe Chris Middleton, but no, nothing. So we have Jonathan Isaac here, and then we have, yeah, that's literally it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. See, wow, Chris Middleton was not that guy. Yeah, Chris Middleton was honestly just not. I was expecting more like these numbers, like very solid numbers, but Cole Anthony decided that he was going to step up this year. I love to see that. Jalen Suggs with 15 as well. Chris Middleton was definitely on a downhill, but he says he feels delighted, so I don't know why he's putting up bad numbers, but oh well. Billy Rollins, his per 36 is up to 20 points per game. That dude's actually turning out to be a monster, so. Okay, so we are going up against the Charlotte Hornets. We actually made the playoffs, so we're going up against LaMelo Ball, Scotty Lewis, Quentin Grimes, PJ Washington, and Rudy Gobert with Jeremy Grant off the bench. Holy crap. Yeah, we might lose. We might lose. We actually win in 6. I'm very, very shocked. We're going up against the Celtics now, who won it 2 sims ago, I think. Yeah, I think they won it 2 sims ago with, and then now they have Chris Boucher, Josh Richardson, Moses Brown, Aaron Nesmith, and Luke Kennard. So we actually win in 7. That's insane. We're going up against the 6-seeded Cavs with D'Lo, Shea, Isaac Okoro, Mobley, and Jared Allen, who apparently have made that work so far, with Karis LeVert off the bench. Wow. That's a solid squad. We win in 7. Oh my lord, is this going to be it? So we're going up against the Denver Nuggets, who are number 3 in the power rankings. So potentially could pull this off. So I don't know though. They have Jordan Poole off the bench, Monte Morris, Gallinari, Tristan Thompson, Udoka Azubuike. Very deep roster, but maybe we can go ahead and get it done. We win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and we sweep in the championship here. Jalen Suggs is your finals MVP, 24 points per game, 6.5 assists. So finally we were able to do a complete a challenge. So that feels really good. Actually, it just feels really, really good. It's been like two rebuilds that I haven't won, so it's pretty nice to be able to win this one. I know it wasn't super realistic getting Chris Middleton, but at the same time, we just needed a superstar. So, and trading away Franz Wagner wasn't super realistic, but he just wasn't putting up the numbers we needed. But anyway, that is going to do it for me for this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. I have been seeing great support from you guys. I've been averaging just about 100 views per video since in the last 2 videos, and honestly, just a lot of my rebuilds have been, 100 views. And so it just means a lot to me that 100 people have actually went out of their way to watch my videos. I absolutely love it. So thank you guys so much for that. But let me know who you guys want to do next. There's so many teams that have made so many different picks, and I just truthfully am so excited to see how they do in the regular season. But let me know what you guys want to see next. But for now, this is King Sanders signing out. Peace.